Is the new Lockie's Lighthouse bundle worth it in Lego Fortnite? What about the 2 Lighthouse decor sets? I'm Buckeye Bunny, and today I'll be spending my own cash on all of the Lego Lighthouse items to help you decide if they're a cop or a drop. I'll build the Lockie's Lighthouse kit and highlight the unique pieces for your custom builds and showcase the Lighthouse Accents, Seafaring Classics, and Lightkeeper's Loot decor sets. And in the end, I'll share my opinion of whether these new Lego Fortnite Lighthouse sets are worth buying. Here in the item shop, you have a couple different ways you can get the Lighthouse. If you want everything that comes with the set, the bundle for 1,000 V-Bucks is going to save you 500 V-Bucks. If you want to buy things separately, you can just buy the Lighthouse and the items that come with it for 700 V-Bucks. You get the Lighthouse, and those are the different parts you get. The stairs are actually pretty cool. We will get to those in a few minutes here. And then you also get the Lighthouse Accents with it, which has a life jacket stand, lifesaver stand, a lantern, which that is actually pretty neat, spare anchor, and a weather vane. And then we have the Seafaring Classics Set, blue globe, brigantine, a desk lamp, a life ring table, model lighthouse, the oars for the wall, a red lamp, I like that a lot, the padded stool, and then you have a telescope. That will cost you 500 V-Bucks, and then a smaller set for 300 V-Bucks that comes with the curio cabinet, floor shelf, geometric red rug, the modern squares wall decor there, the plant stand. I like that the best. That's really cool. Storage crate, striped bed, wooden chair, and then the wooden rocker. So all together, if you bought those separately, that would be the 1,500 V-Bucks, which you see that slashed out there. So if you want everything, it's going to give you a savings of 500 V-Bucks to spend 1,000 and get this, because with this you get the Lighthouse, you get the Accent Set, you get the Seafaring Classics, and you get the Lightkeeper's Loot for 1,000 V-Bucks. So we are going to buy this for 1,000 V-Bucks. Now we own these items. Let's take everything into Lego Fortnite and try them out, and I will highlight some of my favorite pieces from these sets. And now we're going to start our lighthouse build, Lockie's Lighthouse. I'm building this in sandbox, so it doesn't really matter, but if you are building this in survival mode, you're going to need 207 pieces of granite, 50 wooden rods, 58 wood, 8 pieces of glass, 5 torches, and 42 planks, and there are 25 different stages in this. Let's put it right here. I like it, and we're going to start our build. As I build this, I'm just going to highlight some of the more unique pieces that might be helpful if you like to do custom builds. This round floor, that is really neat. And then probably my favorite piece, I haven't built this yet, but I think this is going to be my favorite. We have spiral stairs now. Look at this. No more stacking thin flooring pieces to make spiral stairs. You have some. As long as you want it this curvature, this in and of itself, honestly, for me, this makes the set worth it. At least the 700 V-Bucks just for the lighthouse, so you can get these stairs. Those are pretty cool. Now these rounded walls, I don't know how useful that would be in some custom builds, but it is definitely a unique piece. The stairs also come with a curved railing piece. That's pretty neat. And then something else you get is this little tiny, looks like a part of a pizza pie here. Little tiny seaworthy floor. And in addition to the main curved railing, you also have the little balcony pieces. So you get a straight railing and then a curved banister there. Pretty neat. And then for the rest of this, we are just rinsing and repeating what we have done just to make this stack taller. The only thing different is, as you can tell, we are alternating the colors. So instead of red, now we have the white. If you wanted to do a nice white tower or a red tower, that could look really good on the farm. Those pieces would be very helpful for that. And as we get to the top, we have the seaworthy catwalk piece. And then those very strange floor pieces come into play here because they will cap the pieces that we put there. So you see how that works? That makes sense now. I was wondering why we had such an odd shaped piece. And then look at these railings. These are very different. Look at that 45-degree angle. I'm just thinking right now, what if you used this piece right here? You could make kind of a curved path, maybe. Just thinking of all the different custom builds you could do with these pieces. As long as you like red railing. And now the roof, look at this. I wonder if you could incorporate that into a house and make it a little bit of a turret. Look at the weather vane. I love this. That would look great on a house. You could put a little cupola on top of a house or a barn. You know what? That could look good if you had a really big barn and there was a section of roofing that was flat enough to put this little cupola and the weather vane. People with creativity could think of a lot of things to do with these pieces. The very last thing it looks like we are doing is our lantern. Lockie's lighthouse is complete. That might have taken me maybe 5 minutes to complete if you have all the materials. Very easy build. Now let's take a look at it. It's perfect if you're on the shore. If you want a beachy theme, I think this would go really great with this bundle right here, the Beachside Boulevard. The blue and the red, those primary colors, will look fantastic together. If you had a farm that was near the water, the lighthouse would make sense too. And like I said earlier, I think if you use these red pieces here, you could turn this into a silo. It's a bit large for a farm, but you might be able to make it a little bit smaller. In and of itself, the lighthouse, I think, is very worthy, especially if you like to make some custom builds. Now I'm going to play with some of the accent sets that we bought and see what we get. Everything is now finished. We have the lighthouse out front, and I did add some of those flooring pieces that I thought could make a nice little sidewalk. I combined them with some of the Star Wars pieces that I got from the Battle Pass, and I think it makes a nice little sidewalk. It doesn't match up perfectly, but you can have such fun being creative with these. And then I added a couple more of the lighthouse lamps out front. And then back here we have the different decor sets that you can buy. On the left are the accents that come with Lockie's lighthouse. And then in the middle we have the Seafaring Classics. The tables are really cool. The lamp is a little big for the table, but I love the red on it. We have the Brigandine ship, the little lighthouse sculpture set, and then the telescope and the oars in the back. And then on the far right over here, we have the Lightkeeper's loot. I just wanted to stage a potential bedroom that you could make. Now, obviously this might not work unless you have a really tall room, but I thought part of the lighthouse just looks really cool in here. But the Lightkeeper's loot, I used 6 of these rugs to make a bit of a patterned carpet, and I love how that looks. We have the bed. Excuse me? There's a llama over here. Pay no attention to him. You have the 2 shelving units over here. I did add some decorative accents, but these plant stands come with those plants. Those just add such a nice, cozy aesthetic. And then the 2 chairs, the rocker and the wood chair, the curio cabinet, and then there is also a shelf as well. And back here, I just wanted to showcase some of my favorite pieces from this set. The lighthouse alone, if you want to build, I feel 100% is worth it. Look at these spiral stairs, and you can have such fun using these. You could use these almost as little dividers. I love the curvature of them, and then you have the stairs to go with it. These spiral stairs are just fantastic. And then you have these pieces. I think you could have such fun figuring out what to do with those. But the 45 on this is such a nice feature you can use to put some finishing touches around your world. And then just the weather vane, I think looks fantastic. So even if you are not building on the beach, this is such a cute set. The lighthouse light adds just such a nice soft ambiance to any build. You can use those throughout your village even if you don't have a lighthouse theme going on here. But the decor sets, I think my favorite is going to be the Lightkeeper's loot here, just for a nice cozy bedroom, and I think it combines nicely with the colors of the lighthouse build pieces. But the Seafaring set here, it's really nice too. If you wanted to make a little restaurant, a cantina, these Star Wars pieces with the red and the gray and the brown, I think would look wonderful with these stools and the tables. I can imagine making a nautical pub, kind of a Star Wars nautical pub with these tables and maybe those walls in the background. And then you have the oars. It all just comes together so nicely. I really like it. These would be nice for outside of your lighthouse, but for me personally, this set is a steal for 1,000 V-Bucks. The spiral stairs are my favorite, and then we have the lights and the lighthouse pieces, and then these decor sets. Hopefully you have found this bundle review helpful. If so, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be extra nice, drop a like or a comment below. And I thank you for watching.